Red Canyon is our general location, and I'm going to be a little more specific and say that you guys had to go off in that direction, which surprises no one, right? So...
But you said something was happening in Red Canyon while we were gone.
No, I didn't. I rolled a time-lapse event.
And nothing happened.
And nothing happened. I was so sad.
Right, I remember now.
Yeah.
What you were sad about.
Well, you should see the cool stuff it's got.
There's going to be time for
I know.
There's going to be time.
And don't forget, when the fiction calls for it and you think that a time-lapse is a good idea, we're going to make camp here for a little while or something like that, just tell me. So,
I do think that it will be way cooler for whatever happens whenever... what was the name of your character? Hold on, I'll find it. Whenever Hunter has figured out what to do with his baby-making factory.
Well, on the trip back to... I would...
We are definitely not talking about it.
Yeah, I can only agree with you 100%. Yes, that would be a situationally changing factor. Potentially a setting changing factor. So in this case, we have a dune sled. And you should know that a dune sled has room for about 10 passengers in its back bay. And in it at this time are the three of you, Zori.
And 2 babies.
Hold on. Well, one functioning baby. The other 2 are scrap at the moment. I mean, not dead. They're not gored, but they're...
But did you bring them?
The disassembled ones? Or the ones that were...
I think we brought them all.
Yeah.
I thought you did the pieces of them?
Yeah.
And then...
Mm-hmm.
And the functioning one is the one that you managed to
Yes.
Okay.
I infected then revive, so like, only the ones infected will come back so we don't get attacked.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
I presume you left its gun off?
Yes.
Right.
In case.
Mhm. And the other individual here is Dog.
That's true. So we are... Well, technically there is also Gregory.
And Gregory. Who can forget Gregory? Because he's invisible. I might do it sometimes. So,
That's why I keep bringing him.
please do. Yes. Always talk to Gregory. He's lonely.
She actually talks quite often to Gregory.
I'm glad to hear that.
Or
It's nice.
for the other people around her, she seems to be having quite often episodes where she's talking about her. She's talking to herself.
Yes. Crazy cat lady. Absolutely. Okay, so
More evidence towards mental breaks.
now, so the three of the several of you are flying along and not talking about baby making factories.
And all 3 of my zombies got exploded when Dr.
Oh,
Vale...
that's where they went. Okay, yes. Dr. Vale is no longer with you in more than ways than one.
I think this was my sacrifice there
Yes,
to make sure that this happens like that.
Perfectly good. Okay, because otherwise it would seem altogether too accidental for the zombies to go, oops. Right.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. I want to ask one very important question. Who is piloting the dune sled?
What is required
I
for
could be that.
piloting?
I have 10 in pilots
Ah, okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
and in navigation. So
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Both of those for me are 4 and 4.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Me is
that's
10
not
and
gonna
6.
be me.
Just hitch a ride.
I can navigate, but I can't pilot.
Right.
I am a medic, but both of them are cyber.
Well, he's mostly a
meat.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Medic was
I
what he
do
needs if he
have
gets wounded.
10 medic,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
could help with that.
Okay.
And stealth and social.
Yes, we know all about your stealth and social.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
With
now,
Was the social? Did the social ever count?
yeah, you had
When
a
I was
very,
talking
very
Yeah,
with
important.
Dr. Vale.
No, twice.
Yeah.
Twice,
That's
both with
true.
Zori.
That's
Your
true.
target turned out to be Zori both times.
Yeah.
And they were both extremely significant.
We
so-
are vibing with Zori now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, there are several things. to talk about with that specifically.
How
That
is she
the
taking the
no,
death?
I'd
Okay,
like to
okay,
play my
okay.
character
Yes,
now.
yeah.
Okay, so we have the gunbot baby, right? Who with a whooshing noise elevates itself, bobs in the air a little bit, blinks its big eyes, or I don't know if it can blink, but anyway, it swivels its big eyes around,
The eyes are off and on.
and it's
It's the cleaning.
yeah, and
It's a very dusty environment.
and it says, "I want my gun back."
Are you going to use it?
I'll use it on whoever I choose.
Then no.
I am free. Well, that's trampling upon my innate rights as a sentient being. What about you, father lover, taking people's guns away? Two makes it can't spit, of course, but it makes a noise. Two.
Are we there for this?
Of course.
I'm sitting outside.
I am.
Oh, no, you're
Yeah, but
and it is
on-
outside.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
the dune sled. You are external.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm going to turn to Zori then, and I'm going to say like, is there an innate how did he say it? Innate right? No,
Mm-hmm.
innate right to gun ownership as a sentient being. I'm saying this to Zori.
Zori says, "Well, I'm sure Father has a good answer for that. I mean, I have my opinions. It seems to me as though the potential for violence would offset the sense of freedom involved. But I'm just, I'm just an assistant."
What do you think about it? Towards Gregory.
Oh, really? Gregory begins with the Magna Carta, and he starts. He's going to go on for quite a long
That's why
time.
I was specific to gun ownership.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, no, it goes
The
back to
question
this.
was about
Yeah.
gun ownership.
I know, but it has to do with sidearms. As Gregory will inform you that the gun ownership issue has its origin in sidearms of any kind, and is going to tell you all about it. I will not repeat. Now,
I'm having a
Right.
small buzz radio working in the side. So,
Mhm.
wow.
and so now we have Zori, looks at you and says, "It is awfully cute. Hunter, that technology," and she taps her head because that's where it is.
Yes.
Says, "Multiple possibilities suggest themselves." And she does have like polarizing lenses, right?
Wink.
And, well, actually, they both go down halfway. They're just both at halfway when she says that and looks at you. And the baby gun bat says, "Ew!"
I suppose it's cute if you want to say that.
And
Zori, are you propositioning Hunter right now
excuse me, this is a private moment.
in a very public setting? I
A
am.
courteous person would pretend they couldn't hear.
No, a more courteous person is going to go out to check how the pilot is doing, and I'm gonna walk away.
The space is fairly small, so it's like
Yeah.
you're sticking your head out. And you are seeing the panorama of the Red Canyon
Yeah.
geography ahead of you. I am interested in your answer. And by the way, the baby gunbot says, "Stop calling me it. I am Max Marvelous. I have named myself."
I had it here like baby
You're going to
robot
regret
without
this
a gun.
freedom complex.
Max,
Maybe.
Max Marvelous?
Max Marvelous.
MM.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem?
Mm-hmm. So, while you are having a conversation with Zori, maybe we'll keep his response private, and we'll find out whatever that evolves into as we go along. But to quote the old television show, we have the technology. Now, now we have.
They know how. But do they think, should they?
Now, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative? What was
It's,
that?
speed plus D20.
Speed plus D20.
Do we have
19.
a 12? 19. I'm just stretching it out a little bit so you can see. Yeah.
21.
21 for.
How much is it?
It's a 17.
Yep.
17 plus 9 is 26.
Yep.
For
Wow.
me.
So.
Yeah, I might be weak as shit.
but
But
but,
you're fast.
but I try to be fast.
right. Okay, dog. No, dog goes with
Yeah,
you.
that was with me.
Now, who is going to
I think
be
the baby is gonna be with him also. Or not.
if the baby is an ally?
If the baby's an ally, that's true.
And at this point, I'm going to say
Sorry.
ally is one thing, enemy is clearly another, but ambiguous I'm going to put into their
Okay.
own
Yeah.
initiative.
That's
Right. That's what I did with Vale
Yeah.
actually, because she wasn't initially planning on being hostile to you. Okay, so let's see. That would be the baby gunbot, and so its speed is right there. So 19. So that's MM and you go at the same time. Who is clearly dog is with you,
Yes.
and who is going to be playing Zori?
I can play Zori.
Okay.
Again, we seem to be
I
vibing.
did it last time.
Yeah.
I think it's
I am-
doesn't want Pat G because I'm busy with dog games. So
You are busy.
The thing
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
thing is, if I do get the opportunity to get more zombies, it might get tricky.
Yeah.
Can
We'll
I
find out.
move it to
Yeah,
her then?
I'm sure.
Move
I'm sure.
her to him then?
I'm sure that's
Yeah,
not a problem. And between rounds,
So it's still gonna jump between you two.
it will not jump back and forth.
Yeah,
we'll
because
do
the
a
initiative
we'll
is...
do a clean transfer, right,
Yeah.
at some point. Exactly.
And
So
we see...
now, so then I need to consider them. They have so they are acting. That's going to be and that's going to be. And then we have.
Do you have the statistics for Zori from last time or no?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, well, as usual, you guys luck out on all your rolls, but at this point, there are going to be we may have to treat you as having held your actions
Because something happens.
because something is going to happen.
So we reacting on the first turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a chance for us to roll like fate or awareness to see if we catch something before it happens?
This will be pure luck, fate.
I would like to try that.
Mhm.
Because I actually just popped out to
Mhm,
take
yeah.
a look.
Yep.
Exactly correct. That's actually nicely timed.
So I need to roll same or below.
Yes.
Same or below. It is 4, so I succeed on my
Wait.
fate.
You nailed it?
No, I didn't nail it.
Oh,
My
okay.
fate is 11. I rolled a 4, so it
Okay.
is a success.
Failed.
Okay, me 5. I succeed
And,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh,
It goes up one.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Let's
Does
do
it?
it now or later.
Hold on. Wait. Is
Yeah,
it just skill or is it just, please wait a moment. First of all, the answer is it goes up immediately. The question is whether it applies to traits as well as
I
skills, and I think it does.
I think you told me because I asked
Yeah.
the first time how can you increase those, and I said like
But
yes
you do
if
that
it
at the end
happens.
of the game. You don't do that with the skills, but with the attributes.
Yes, at the end of the game, you do it with the attributes,
Yeah.
or at the end of the
So
session.
there could be different rules.
But I'm
Wow,
just
okay.
checking a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe I remember wrong. That's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, but maybe we didn't know.
Yeah.
Roll Epiphany. Here we go. If it matches your character's relevant stat rating, the roll is successful. The stat rating is immediately raised by 1, and it is exactly right.
It makes no mention of trait or
It
attribute.
says
Just
No.
at stat.
it says stat rating, which
so-
combines both.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
I agree.
intentional.
I think so too. Okay, so up it goes.
Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
First one.
Hey, baby's in the team, and now you're getting luckier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I succeeded. Should I do double as well just because?
No.
Okay, well.
Now I think for fate checks of this kind, I may just be arbitrary. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not just player characters. I don't know. Well, in the case of you, you look out to check on Hiding Blade. Hiding Blade, of course, is distracted, and
What?
there's nothing ahead of you, right? You know that, so-
Baby making? What?
Yeah. And perfect. And you are looking out across casually, and you will see that rising up out of the crevice up ahead a ways, or perhaps coming back around one of these, they're all
Mhm.
sticking up,
Yeah.
right, as you're entering.
Cairns?
Yeah, well, you're entering roughly from here.
Hmm.
And so somewhere behind one of these pokes its nose out is another dune sled that looks a little different from yours.
Company ahead.
Okay.
Mhm,
Just
Yeah.
mhm. And then at the same time, you are going to is that the engines making a weird noise, or is it something from outside? But there's more engines or a change in the harmonics of the engine noise. And you can't tell sitting in this box, you can't tell the direction, but there may be
Something
more
happening.
engines around, or this engine is doing something strange or whatever.
Too bad our mechanic is also a pilot right now.
Mhm.
I really don't want to take the wheel. That's
Can I do a tick to see if I can notice anything with the engine?
In other words, to sort of try to understand what that might be.
Yes.
Yes, as a battle action in just a moment. We
Okay.
have rolled.
Okay.
And so the first thing we will do, I now understand, okay, that we have not yet entered the initiative order. This was just a fate check to orient as requested. Then I will now do this set of mechanics, which are going to set up the circumstances of our initiative order. Chases.
Oh,
Determine the escape goal. Already done. It's relative speeds of the vehicles. Now we roll initiative, which we do. Now we generate the chase event. The GM rolls a die. Evidently, that would be my roll. For a 17, we are in a running battle at range 15. Should I roll twice? Because you're actually being chased in two directions by different ships. So maybe I will simply have to roll twice.
Sure.
So that would be for, okay, so round one, running battle, and this is the S, range 15, and then here I get an 11. Ooh, melee range.
excellent. Otherwise, I'd be useless. Well, I'm
But-
sort of useless melee range also, but
Take the wheel.
This,
Yeah, I know. Use your medals. It's fine. That's more than me.
excellent. Ramming and boarding possible.
Excellent.
So, therefore, the next thing to do is to see whether you gain a lead on your opponent. Now, if you guys had messed up your initiative, then, for example, one of them would be able to do something now, I think. But at this point, wait, no, we have achieved all that. Okay, we are now in running battle.